Our around-the-country trip last year set our minds into high gear. Let's do it again. But where should we go? With so many places to choose from in these vast United States, we set out once again to explore and discover for ourselves new sights, towns, history, and scenic wonders. This year, we made it our goal to go on the roads less traveled. We had a general idea where we wanted to go, west toward the Rocky Mountains, and then along its western slopes north, from New Mexico, through Colorado, Wyoming, and ultimately to the Canadian border in northern Idaho. We packed up the van, and in late April, we set out on what would become a 2-month-plus adventure through 23 states and over 8,500 miles. Come join us as we head on down the road. We enjoy beautiful sunshine and mild temperatures as we head west from our home in Wake Forest. The spring season has arrived, trees in full bloom, surrounded by lush green meadows. After a fuel stop just north of U.S. Route 421, we check our map to look for a relaxing park for a lunch stop. In what will be the first of many surprise scenic encounters, we head for Steyer's Mill Park, just north of Shacktown, North Carolina. We couldn't have planned a better stop. A cool, shady area to park with beautiful waterfalls of North Deep Creek. Despite it being a weekday, there were many locals relaxing in this hidden gem in the trees. As we near the Blue Ridge Mountains, we make our first stop near Wilkesboro, North Carolina, at Bandit's Roost State Park. For the most part, we make up our route as we go along, and for the first leg of our trip, we stick to central and northern Tennessee roads. We travel a couple of 100 miles per day with stops at Panther Creek State Park, northeast of Knoxville, a U.S. Army Corps of Engineer campground at Loch A along the Cumberland River near Ashland City, Tennessee, and at Crowley's Ridge State Park in northeastern Arkansas, our first stop west of the Mississippi. And the final stop in the first leg of our trip is at Hickory Creek Campground, just outside of Springdale, Arkansas.
Heading out of the campground on Tuesday, I don't know, and heading towards Tennessee.
April 26th.
April 26th.
While we can get an idea of the layout of each planned campground by reading the information on the websites, we don't really know completely until we arrive and explore each park. We find each stop of our adventure very unique in so many ways, and we love the many surprise surroundings in which we find ourselves. Panther Creek State Park is no exception. We enjoy a relaxing day strolling about the park. This is a beautiful park with paved pathways along a quiet brook and many well-marked hiking trails.
Leaving our campground in Panther Creek State Park in Tennessee, near Morristown, Tennessee.
Reluctantly, we move onward to our next destination. We continue through Tennessee with an overnight stop at Lock A Campground. From there, crossing the Mississippi to Crawley's Ridge.
Is that a river? It's a lake.
Canal.
A canal. There's a canal.
Crawley's Ridge has a small lake with a paved walking path along its shores. There is a beach and a bathhouse, and we take full advantage of a quiet stroll and to take in the northeastern Arkansas scenery. Reluctantly, we move onward to our next destination. Our final stop in this first leg of the journey takes us to Hickory Ridge in northwestern Arkansas. We take an extended stay there to refresh, resupply, and take care of various housekeeping chores. In our next episode, we head into the high plains, through the panhandle of Oklahoma, northern New Mexico, and then north along the Rocky Mountains. Come join us as we continue west on the roads less traveled.